What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we go ahead and get started, I gotta go ahead and say thank God for another day and another opportunity. And as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today, man, I got a very special build for y'all. Now, this one is gonna be the small ball big, also known as the glass cleaning interior thread. Now, this one is gonna be a do-it-all small ball center. And out of all NBA players, this one's gonna be reminding me of Julius Randle. Now, getting into this build as a whole, with the attributes, we'll be able to reach a 100 plus when it comes to our driving dunk, steal, defensive rebound, and as far as for animations, the ones that we're definitely going to be able to unlock is going to be the pro contact dunks as well as the upgraded dribble packages. Now, even furthermore, we're going to be able to get 2 Hall of Fame badges, spin cycle and 2-step, 7 gold, 26 silver, with 28 bronze, bringing us to a total of 63 badges. Now, not only is that one of my favorite things about this build, but for a user rating, I rate this build 10 out of 10 because anybody is going to be able to make it and find success with it right away. Now, on top of that, I think the badges are a key and what make this build really versatile. When it comes to the finishing, that's definitely one of the strong suits of this build. So look, before we get any further into this video, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with the response. So the first thing that everybody needs to do to get started is put this build under the power forward position, go with the height of 6'9", moving on to the weight, I'm going to go with 211, and then as for our wingspan, I like this best at 7'7", and this is really going to help us out on that defensive end. So let's go ahead and get started first when it comes to our physicals. So getting into the speed, I'm going to put this up to a 79. As for the acceleration, I'm going to go with a 70. Moving on to the strength, I like this best at an 80. And then getting into the vertical, make sure you go with a 78. Now this will allow you to get those contact dunk packages. And then as for the stamina, I'm going to go with a 93. Now these numbers with the +4 from the Gatorade workouts are going to be an 83 speed, 74 acceleration, 84 strength, 82 vertical with a 97 stamina. Just something to throw out there to y'all. But from here, let's get into the breakdown of the finishing end. So as for the driving dunk, I'm going to go with a 90. And then getting into the rest of this area, go with a 70 for our layup, 50 close shot, and then for the standing dunk, leave this as is with a 54 post control. Now, as you can see, the badges that I like most are going to be Fearless Finisher. We also do get Giant Slayer. Now, for the layup end, I do like Slithery on Silver, Acrobat, Aerial Wizard with Bunny, and Pro Touch. We also do get Scooper with Float Game. I think Spin Cycle and 2-Step are very important. And then as for the driving dunk, look, the badges that I like most, of course, Silver Posterizer, but then also when it comes to the shooting, this build's going to be very special on this end as well. So go ahead and put that mid-range shot up to a 66. Moving on to the three-pointer, I'm going to go with a 76. And then as for the free throw, put this to a 71. Now I do like the badge free points on bronze. For the 3-point shot, we get Blinders, Catch and Shoot, Deadeye with Agent 3. We're also going to be able to get Green Machine and Space Creator, Corner Specialist, with also Open Looks, Whistle, Midi Magician. All of these badges are going to be essential for any type of shooting build. Now, if there's anything that you would do to change this build up a little bit, go ahead and let me know right now in the comment section. But getting into the playmaking, go ahead and put that pass accuracy all the way up to a 76. Moving on to the ball handle, I like this best at an 80. And then as for the speed with the ball, go ahead and put this to a 72. Now look, as you can see with these badges, we get Silver Break Starter, Relay Passer, Special Delivery. Then for the ball handle, I do like Unpluckable on the silver tier, we get silver ankle breaker, blow by, handles for days, and I really do think that physical handles on gold is going to be perfect for this kind of build. Now also, we do get speed booster, killer combos, triple strike, and then as for the speed with the ball, look, we're also going to be able to get those main essential badges that I went over earlier. Now as for this build all around, I definitely think that you can take it into any game mode and really find success with. Now for the defensive end, here's where things are going to get a lot better. So go ahead and put this interior defense up to a 75. Moving on to the perimeter, I'm going to leave this at a 60. Getting into the steal, I'm going to go with an 83. And then as for when it comes to our block, go with an 80. Moving on to the offensive rebound, I like this best at a 78. And then as for the defensive, I'm going to go with a 92. Now this right here is what this build should be looking like once you max it out to 99 overall. You do have a few extra ticks that you can put into any area of your choosing. One thing that I do want to mention, if you're going to make any type of adjustments towards this kind of build, make sure at least that you are going with a post control of a 64. Now we did unlock a few extra badges. I like post fade phenom, drop stepper, and dream shake. But when it comes to the defensive badges, we're going to be able to get bronze anchor, post lockdown, also workhorse on the silver tier, interceptor on silver, glove with right stick ripper. For the block, I do like anchor like I mentioned, chase down artist, but we get gold pogo stick. Now for the rebounding, you have everything needed. Box out beast, rebound chaser, post playmaker. Really this build as a whole, once you consider buying your own boost, adding in your takeover, plus the gear, and the ones that's going to allow us to get at least a +1 up to 4. That's going to allow a huge boost towards this build on all of these attributes, which is why I mentioned you'll be able to get a 99 plus for our driving dunk, possibly even the steal and defensive rebound. But look, let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made this build correctly. And if you followed each and every single step of the way, we should be able to get these 3 comparisons. And now as y'all can see, together we have created the best small ball center, also known as the glass cleaning interior threat in NBA 2K24 on next gen. Now let me know your thoughts and opinions on this archetype down below. Is there anything that you would do to possibly make this build even better? Now take into consideration the boost that I did mention earlier, as well as being able to apply them towards this build. I think it makes it one of the best 6'9" centers to make this year. So look, before we get any further, I just want to say thank y'all for the support. More so than anything, thank God for another day and another opportunity. And if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for Thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with the response. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.